Hi everyone, this is Stargazing Seamstress. Long time now I wanted to introduce you to something new and exciting. Now available on my Spoonflower shop. This printed fabric is perfect for cloth pads and much more. Let me show you. Here I have some flexi cloth pad patterns that you can get in range of sizes from my Etsy shop. Link in description. Here I have a 10-inch princess pattern. This is 8-inch and a 6-inch princess pattern that I haven't cut out yet. Those come in 3 sections that you can mix and match across the range. There is a top, wings and bottom. Each has different measurements that you can mix and match to create different lengths. Like for example here with this 8-inch pad I've attached a little bit smaller bottom to create a 7-inch pad. You can take a top from the 10-inch pad, which is 3.5 inches long, add 2-inch long wings that will take you up to 5.5 inch, and add the bottom from 6-inch pad that is 2-inch long, and altogether you will have still 4 plus 3.5 is 7.5 inches long pad. There you go. You can mix and match them all across different styles. Also there is princess, there is Cersei, there is a mermaid, mother of dragons, evil queen, there is also a gnome and a good queen. They all different shapes. You can match different wings with them. You can take top from evil queen, wings from mother of dragons, and a bottom from mermaid. And you created totally awesome new pad. Just have a look on my Etsy and scroll over to different blog posts that all these patterns are detailedly described and what else comes with them. So there you go. Each print, now back to the prints, each print have been designed to comfortably fit a range of sizes from the new mix and match patterns. Let me show you. This print is for shorter sizes ranging from 6 to 10 inches. We can have a 10-inch comfortably fitting on this printed fabric, and you will get a great portion of the print, which will make a cute little princess pad. Then let's take another 8-inch pad and fit into the place here. That's 10, 8, and I think I've got a 6 here somewhere. No, 6, sorry, 6 is, yes, is here. We've got 6. 6-inch pad can also fit in here and make little cute princess or any other shape. That's all about the patterns. Please check them out in my Etsy store. That's Stargazing Seamstress on Etsy. Enough about the patterns, back to the fabric. When you order the Spoonflower print, you will receive your first pattern free. Just DM my page on Facebook or join my group Stargazing Seamstress, also on Facebook. And you will get a bonus pattern for a cloth doll that will also fit on the printed fabric design, just like this little cutie. Look at her, isn't she adorable? Is made from this printed fabric. So not only you can make adorable cloth pads, but also a nice little dolly. If you only need one cloth pad or two cloth pads, the rest of the fabric you order from Spoonflower you can use for a little dolly. There is a variety of fabrics you can choose to have. Most vibrant and popular for cloth pad toppers are Performance Peak, just like this. That's printed, that's different design. I've got range of designs, and this one I have printed on Performance Peak. That is fantastic, stain resistant and wicking fabric, and looks so vibrant print. The print is absolutely gorgeous. It's slightly stretchy but has some body to it, so it's not that difficult to sew. The stretch only goes more this way, not so much that way. Really, really good fabric. Minky, next one, Minky. Gorgeous, soft and short pile that shows perfect print detail. Minky is stain resistant and definitely will keep you warm during winter months. It might be somewhat slippery to sew, but it doesn't stretch that much. Can you see how gorgeous this black Minky is, and can you see details? It's amazing. That's the black print from Minky, and this is something different. That's all over print of blooming gorgeous uterus. Can you see how vibrant and rich the colors are? Let me zoom in a bit. That's the Minky. Yes, very nice. I wish you could be here to stroke it. It's absolutely soft, like butter. Then there is cotton woven. Not very popular with cloth pad makers or anybody. It's got a bad rep of fading. Although I can say I do like it for some things, like wet bags. The print might fade slightly when washed, so it's not going to be as vibrant as other polyester blends, but is nice, cheaper choice for beginner sewer, as is easily to sew with. It might slightly fade, as I said, but that's after a first wash. As you see now, it's got some washing residue, or is it that crease, little crease there? Is great affordable option, and it keeps shapes, easy to sew. That's another print from my Spoonflower shop. Is a wet bag, and it comes also as a pad wrapper. This is my very fierce, very scary dragon. And there is also a cute little castle Back to the fabrics, you can also choose a organic cotton knit, which I was really excited about, and it didn't disappoint. The cotton knit was first one you saw on the video, and also I have printed this one as my working sample. It works great on lighter colors. It can get washed a bit and go a little bit fuzzy on the darker colors. I'm not sure if you can see on the video. The darker hair gone a bit slightly fuzzy. I don't know, maybe it piled a little bit or whatnot. But tell you what, this is organic cotton knit, 100% cotton, which if you cannot stand polyester fabric is really amazing choice for you, and it comes in nice designs. Slightly stretchy, as you see here, not so much this way. Is a nice thickness, definitely thicker than your usual t-shirt fabric. Very, very good print detail. I will try to zoom in. Can you see that print detail on the organic cotton knit? It's very, very good. That's the selection of recommended toppers. So we've got organic knit, cotton knit, organic cotton knit. Then I've got just the standard cotton woven, that the darker colors are a bit washed out and my fade slightly from if you wash it frequently. Then you've got a minky, buttery, soft, nice, gorgeous detail print. Very nice short pile, so it's not long pile that will be a bit icky, and with the short pile you can get a better print quality, which is nice. What else? Very nice, soft, warm. Yeah, perfect for cloth pads. That's another one, a black one. Here we've got my favorite with Minky. Both Minky and Performance Peak are both my favorites. It's got a nice drapey feel, also perfect for the Gushy pad, the pattern in my Etsy store. Great wicking. It's like a sporty fabric. It will wick away the moisture. The water will go straight through the core. Nothing will sit on the top for long. So it's very, very good option for a cloth pad. Also, it doesn't stain. There are also other available fabrics on Spoonflower, although I haven't tried them myself. Let me just see what else is unavailable. Is available on Okay, so let me just run down with you for the pricing. So basic cotton ultra is $17.50 for a yard. Then another great topper is Performance Peak. That is this one, is $20 for a yard. Then we have Performance Knit. That is $24 for a yard. That's the one I haven't ever ordered, but I know some makers like it. Then there is Modern Jersey for $26.50 $2.50 for a yard. A cotton spandex jersey, $26 and $75 for a yard. Fleece not organic cotton knit ultra is called. That's this one. Is $27 for a yard. Minky, $27 for a yard. Sports lycra, that's like a swim fabric material that can be good. I have used swim fabric for cloth pads and it's really nice in the hot summer months. Very cool. But this sports lycra here is $32 for a yard, which might be a bit expensive. There you go. That's all the options I would recommend for cloth pads. Now I will show you what to do with the fabric. Let me show you how to use the printed fabric with a new flexi patterns. Excuse me if there will be any hiccups along the way, as I am doing this one live without any script whatsoever. Here I have a 10-inch princess cloth pad pattern and the short version of printed fabric. I will place the pattern somewhere along that one. Mind you, I have updated the print since I received, so is the final version that you will have. It will be slightly longer, so it will give you more room to adjust your pattern. Okay, so you assess your fabric, how you want your topper to sit on the print. Yes, and do not cut along the lines, but slightly outside to give some room for the seam allowance, just roughly around the shape. If you are wondering what kind of thing I'm using to cut it, is a fingertip rotary cutter, I believe by Fiskars. So this is our first topper, roughly cut around 10-inch done. Now I have 8-inch pad, same here, roughly cut around. That's an 8-inch. And little tiny 6-inch pad. You will have some leftover fabric from around the edges. Do not fear, as these new flexi prints have some really nice features outside the pattern area, where you can use this thing to place another pattern on. Like, first one I grab, Shelly. Might be too big. but a pattern like exposed core would be brilliant for this, or a little nursing pad. You can make it from the leftover fabric. You can make a makeup wipe. You can make an exposed core pads. Have a look at my Simply Curvy patterns. They're great for serging. I'm just trying to look for a nice ones in my file. That's a 10-inch Simply Curvy. Oh, I've got too many patterns here. Where are the 8 inches? I think just 8 or 6 inch would be so good in that 8 inch. Oh, 8 inch. Look at that. Well, that's an 8 inch whole pad. Even a whole pad could go on that. So that's here we go. That's one side. Check out Simply Curvy on my Stargazing Seamstress Etsy. It's really nice pattern, comes with unlimited choice of options. It's great for wrap wings, exposed core, hidden core, all you can think of. That would be 8 and 10 inch. So have it. That's a 9 inch core, which would be nice serge on that. So there you see, all this leftover fabric can have its use. I am back with my backer fabric that will be fleece, and also since I will be doing a hidden core with that pattern and that pad, I will be using a floating core base. That is just some muslin fabric, very thin cotton woven. You can use a cotton woven, just a basic cotton woven for that you can get anywhere, really. There we go. Just smooth it out. Ideally, I would iron it, as always with my videoing. I never have time to iron things beforehand. Now, because the fleece is face down, so that the side that I want to see is face down, I would place my cutout face up, the way I want to see it. So the way the pad will look like, there will be front, this one, and the backer will be seen here. So it's all the same shape, if you know what I mean. If I had my backer the right side up, then I will need to put this one right side down. But since I've got the backer lay the backer right side down, I will put this one right side up. There we go. This one and the little one here, like that. I will cut them all at once, maybe here. Or this one will go. I don't have a big enough cutting board, so cutting mat. I will do them first and then the little one. I will cut both fabrics at the same time, the backer and the floating core. It saves time. 1, 2, and now the third one. And 3. Put those fabrics away and get the fabric cores. Now I need the core patterns. I have the 8 inch, the 10 inch. I just need to cut a 6 inch. Lucky you, I don't have the 6 inch nowhere here around. So I will show you how this one works. You cut along this line, how the pattern works. Cut along this line here. On the other page, cut along the line. Glue stick. Glue along the wings here, the outer line of the wings here. Match the stars and match the lines of the pattern. That's a top and a bottom. Now I only need the core, so I will cut the dotted line. The core in this pattern is shaped, so if you ever wish to make an exposed core pad with these flexi patterns, you can. And all that you can see in my other video. Alright, here we go. We've got 8, 10 and 6 inch core patterns. For a 6 inch, I'll just have one bamboo fleece layer. That's a standard weight of the bamboo fleece, I think is 280 grams per square meter or something like that. Alright. 1. If you don't fancy cutting around the shape, you can also trace your pattern on top of that, on top of the fabric, trace it, and when you sew the core piece to the floating layer, the floating cotton fabric, I will just trim excess fabric. That's quicker. Trimming will take a little bit longer. That's for 10 inch, and 8 inch pad will be from a heavy fleece. That's heavy, or even super heavy. It's really thick fabric. One layer can be enough for a moderate pad. I'm doing the trimmings. you want to know what I'm using to trace the patterns onto the fabric, is my Kate's Crayola Super Tips markers. They're great because they are washable, they are cheap and cheerful. Alright, so all the pieces I have cut up now. Now the only thing to do is to trace the pattern. The way to do it is you take the topper, flip it so you see the wrong side, and place your pattern on the top. To get the really good placement, I would recommend using light box, you know, little box with a light from underneath so you can see things, or simply tape your fabric and the pattern, no, maybe not the pattern, just the fabric, to a window, and I will show you how to do it now. As you can see, I have taped my fabric to a window. Now I can see all the details of my print. I will place the pattern over so I know exactly where it will end up and how much of the print will be visible where. Okay, figuring out nice placement and trace, holding the pattern on the windowsill. I hope you can see everything. This way I get the best placement on the fabric. And I've got my sewing line here. That's my sewing line done. Now all your sewing lines are in place. You can start pinning the hidden core, floating core to the floating hidden layer. That's my hidden layer on the wrong side of the printed fabric, and that's my core. Let's place it on top. Lift it away from your topper and pin. Put aside. Take another one of your topper and your hidden layer. Put it on top. Smooth it down. And now I have two layers for the core. Put them together and then place it on top, making sure it's all within your sewing lines. Okay, lift it away and pin. 1, 2, 3. That's the second done, and now the third pad. I'm lifting it away. And one more pin in the middle. Put the toppers aside. Now we will sew the core. Here's my lovely sewing machine. Can you see everything? I hope you can. I will set my stitches to wide zigzag. Is a 3-step zigzag. I will make it wider by adjusting length and width. Length by 2, add 2, and width by 2 as well. So I got a nice wide zigzag to go over the floating core. If you see here, I am positioning my foot on the edge. Edge of my foot is going along that sewing line of my core. If you can leave the pins in place, they don't disturb your sewing, as they are in the middle of my piece, so they don't disturb me much now. That's core attached to the floating layer, and I've lost the pin. Quick, pick it up before it picks it up. Alright, can you see? That's attached. I will need to trim it down. Come on, my handy scissors. I will trim it down on the line as close to the stitches as I can, making sure I'm not cutting a hole in the hidden layer, the layer of my the floating layer, the base layer, however you want to call it, the thin material that holds your core in position. Okay, my core is trimmed and it sits like a ghost. Alright, next one. Out. Doesn't let my foot of the sewing machine move. Well, it's following the line. I'm obsessed with sewing on the line now. It gives such a nice clear results. Mine shakes all the time. I'm cutting. Now I will cut that again. Trim the core away. Make sure you don't cut the base layer. Okay, that's for the second part. And now the third and final one, the tiny one. That's core attached. I can go back to my straight stitch and pin all the layers together. Okay, so put your back hair the right side up, then you put your top hair right side down. Here we go. And your floating core goes on the top. If you can't see the sewing lines, it goes on the top. If you can't see the sewing lines through your floating core, you might put it on this side, so you got your topper straight, visible. Okay, pinning around. One done. I will show you now what to do if your floating core is not very visible, that backing thingy. You put the core piece with the floating layer down, then put your back hair face down, right side down, no, right side down, right side up. I think I need to put this way. There we go. Matchy matchy. Right side up, right side down. And if you just feel the core under here, just to make sure the top layer is evenly spaced around the core. So right here, there. Starting from the point outside your seam allowance part, like that, you sew towards the sewing line, stop, and then follow your sewing line. This little tab will give you a nice and clean turning point. Now you just follow your sewing line. stop with enough space for your turning hole. Each pattern has a suggested turning hole space, so you can mark that on your fabric. And now do same as you did at the beginning. Go out from the sewing lines to create a little tab for nice and smooth turning point. That's all pad sewn front and back. Now we'll need to trim it. Let me first finish the other two. Now the pads are sewn, you need to trim off the excess fabric. I am using pinking shears, so I don't need to put any more notches and snips into the fabric for curves. The only snips I will need to do is in tight corners like that I will do later with my small scissors. Now with my small scissors I will go in that corner and snip towards seam allowance without towards the seam without cutting the stitches. And now will be time to turn the pad. In between your backer and the topper, just push the fabric out from the hole, from your turning hole. Push it all in. If you can't do it anymore with your hand, use a chopstick or some knitting needles, something blunt and long, to push all the details out. After you've done that, you will need to press your pad and then top stitch. After you have pressed and top stitched your pads, apply the snaps, one to the edge of the wings and the other by overlapping and placing one on the other side. That's the snaps, and here are the finished pads made with Stargazing Seamstress flexi patterns. This pattern is called Princess, and the fabric also available from Stargazing Seamstress on Spoonflower. All the info will be available in the description. Please follow me, and thank you for watching. Bye!